What if I told you 500 years ago, America was already running on renewable energy? No oil, no coal, no electricity, just water and human genius.
When we think about power in America, we imagine power plants, engines, and electric grids. But long before modern technology, long before the United States even existed, the land that would become America was already using a powerful natural energy source. A source so reliable, so efficient, that entire communities were built around it. That forgotten technology? Water power. And 500 years ago, it was quietly shaping life across the continent.
5 centuries ago, there were no wires, no fuel stations, no engines. But there were rivers, thousands of them. Fast rivers, wide rivers, seasonal floodwaters, mountain streams. To early societies, including indigenous civilizations and later early settlers, moving water wasn't just part of nature, it was usable energy. They understood something simple but powerful. Flowing water means motion. Motion means force. Force can do work. This idea would power food production, construction, and eventually early industry. Long before European settlers arrived, Native American civilizations were already mastering water in incredible ways. In the American Southwest, ancient peoples like the Hohokam built vast canal systems, some stretching for miles, to redirect river water into farmland. These canals transformed dry desert into productive agricultural land. In Mesoamerica, civilizations engineered raised fields and controlled waterways to manage floods and irrigation. While they didn't use water wheels, they used water control systems that functioned like natural infrastructure, turning rivers into tools for survival. Water meant crops. Crops meant stability. Stability meant civilization. Water was already powering society, just in a different form. When Europeans arrived in the 1500s and 1600s, they brought with them a machine that would change America forever: the water wheel. This wasn't new technology in Europe, but in the New World, with its vast rivers and forests, it became revolutionary. A simple wheel placed in flowing water could turn with incredible force. That turning motion could power grinding stones, saws, hammers, pumps. It was the closest thing the early colonies had to an engine, and it ran 24 hours a day for free. One of the first major uses of water power was the grist mill. Farmers brought corn and wheat to these mills, where water-powered stones crushed grain into flour. Without mills, families had to grind grain by hand, a slow, back-breaking job. With water power, food production exploded. Mills became the center of colonial communities. People gathered there, traded there, and shared news there. If a town had a mill, it could survive. And every time the river turned the wheel, it meant food on the table. Next came the sawmill. America was covered in forests. Wood was the main building material for homes, barns, ships, and tools. But cutting logs by hand was painfully slow. Water-powered sawmills changed everything. Rivers turned massive saw blades that sliced logs into boards in a fraction of the time. Suddenly, towns could grow faster, ships could be built faster, expansion could happen faster. You could say rivers didn't just power machines, they built early America, one plank at a time. As colonies grew, water power began driving more than just mills. It powered early workshops and factories, running textile machines that spun thread, fulling mills that processed cloth, iron forges where water-powered bellows fed furnaces. These weren't powered by steam yet, they were powered by rivers. Entire industrial areas formed along waterways because moving water meant mechanical energy, the lifeblood of production. Before smokestacks and coal smoke, rivers were America's industrial engines. Look at a map of the oldest towns and cities in the U.S. You'll notice something. They're near rivers. That's not just for transportation, though that mattered too. It's because rivers meant power. A strong, steady river could support multiple mills, workshops, and businesses. Where there was water power, there was opportunity. Where there was opportunity, there were settlements. Water didn't just shape geography, it shaped the economy. But water power had weaknesses. Rivers could freeze in winter. Drought could stop production. Floods could destroy everything overnight. Factories had to stay near rivers, limiting growth. As America expanded westward, inventors searched for power sources that weren't tied to nature's moods. That search led to steam engines, then coal, then electricity. And slowly, the old water-powered world faded into history. 5 centuries ago, people didn't need wires or engines to power their world. They watched rivers. They studied nature. They built machines that worked with the flow of water, not against it. This forgotten technology wasn't flashy. It didn't roar like an engine or glow like a light bulb, but it fed people, built towns, and helped lay the foundation for a nation. All powered by something as simple and as powerful as a river. Today, we're searching again for clean, renewable energy. But here's the question. Are we really inventing something new or just rediscovering the power that built America in the first place? Tell me what you think in the comments below.